You've learned that social listening is tracking and analyzing conversations and trends related to your brand. You've also learned how social listening can help you understand how people feel about your brand, which allows you to engage with them more effectively. Now that you know what social listening is and why it's important, let's discuss how to do it. To get started with social listening, you'll need to identify the key words people use most when discussing your brand. Previously, you learned about doing keyword research for search engine optimization. For SEO, you find the keywords customers search for the most and put those on your web page to help people find your content. For social listening, you identify the keywords that will help you find conversations about your brand. You'll want to use the keywords that are most relevant to your and your competitors' brands. Brand and product names include any variations or common misspellings. Slogans, names of key people in the company, industry buzzwords, hashtags related to the brand. A hashtag is a word or phrase preceded by the pound symbol that indicates that a piece of content relates to a specific topic or category. Hashtags are the kind of digital label that help people find content across social media platforms. For example, a coffee company might use hashtags like #coffeetime, #coffeelover, #bestcoffee, or #coffeedrinker. Once you've identified the best keywords to use, you'll need to determine where you're going to listen for them. For example, people may talk differently about your business on LinkedIn than they do on Facebook. Or they might mention your business more frequently on Twitter than on Instagram. In order to develop the best strategies for different platforms, you'll need to listen to how people are talking about you on each of them. Next, you'll want to find out what people are saying about your brand. Search for the answers to questions like, what do customers like most about your brand? What are their most common issues? What are their most frequently asked questions? What are the associations people have with your brand? What kind of content do people share about your brand? These questions help you identify customer comments, issues, and sentiment around your brand. Understanding how people feel about your brand and products can help you improve your strategy. You'll get insights into the feelings people have around your brand and the specific products or features they're most interested in. Instead of just acting on your assumptions, you'll understand what your customer truly needs. You'll also use social listening to assess your competition. Evaluate things about your competition like which of their content is performing better than yours, and how could you improve your content to resonate better with your shared audience. Which of their products are customers dissatisfied with, and what learnings could you apply to improve your own products? What new products or solutions they are offering, and how do they compare to your offerings? Social listening can show you what your competitors do well and what customers like about them. But it can also highlight where they make mistakes so you can see what not to do. For example, if a competitor posts content that receives a lot of negative responses, you can avoid posting similar content. You can save yourself time, energy, and resources by learning from your competitor's mistake and then avoiding those mistakes yourself. In addition to learning from your direct competition, social listening can help you learn what's happening in your industry, such as trends or how the market is performing. To use social listening to gain industry insights, consider the following. Are there any gaps in the industry that a new product or solution could help solve? Are there any major events or issues happening in the world that are relevant to your brand? Which frequently asked questions could you create content around to address your audience's needs? In order to help you implement all of these social listening tactics, you could use a social listening tool. A social listening tool is a software that helps you track mentions of your brands, relevant keywords, and direct feedback from multiple social media platforms in one place. Later in this lesson, we'll discuss some popular social listening tools and how to choose one for your campaigns. Now that you've learned some useful tactics to help you get the most out of your social listening efforts, we'll discuss how to use these lessons to inform how you engage with your customers and followers.